So I'm going to hand it off to continue the story to this lady who runs a nonprofit in Colorado. Please welcome Miss Felicity Mutt from One Voice for Change.
Director of One Voice for Change, I am honored to introduce to you three incredible women, Paola, Alva, and 16-year-old Nedlin. CubeSats in Peru is a testament to how cultural diversity, an immersion in the arts, music, dance, storytelling, visual arts, and how a connection to nature enhance STEM learning and technical excellence. So please welcome them, and let's give them a big round of applause.
So I'm Paola Wong. Thank you very much, Felicity. And I'm really glad to be here. I'm from Peru, as my colleague, professor and teacher Elba, and the student Naideline. We are here to presenting our project named CubeSat in Peru. Thanks One Voice for Change, AgriCube for the collaboration that makes it possible. We are a very big group in Peru, the first one. We are 16 teams, or crew as we call. There are 3 universities and 13 schools from many cities of Peru. As you said, we have in the Amazon rainforest 2 crew. We have in Cusco, we have in the highlands of Peru and the coast of Peru. Also, we have in our project international mentors, senior mentors, and junior mentors that help us to develop this project. The crew received their CubeSats. It happened in the Space Agency of Peru. We have the participation of the Embassy of the United States in Peru and the directors of the schools and the university, of course, work. We are using the approach, the STEAM approach, science, technology, engineers, arts, and math. But also we are using methodology ABP, that in Spanish is project-based learning, aprendizaje basado en proyectos. But we also have the scope that we want to develop technical capabilities and soft skills based on the STEAM approach in the schools. Promote the development and use of our space technology, promote research in their space field, and inspire collaborative work to achieve goals. It's planned to be developed in 3 phases. Phase 1, the training, the assembly of the A3Sat CubeSat emulators, implementation of the ground stations in the schools. The second phase are experiments, data acquisition, analysis, and the third phase is construction and launching into orbit of one operational CubeSat. What we did? In the first phase, we already had developed the training program, virtual and presential training, thanks to the international speaker that give us these lectures. Also, we finished to assembly of A3Sat emulator CubeSat. After the opening ceremony, the students started to assemble the CubeSat. They worked with their teachers, as teacher Elba, in their schools. Also, we are working with the Air Force Academy because they never did before a project like this. So they are one of the team in our big project. They are working with the universities, collaborating with the universities to assemble and develop this project. We finished the implementation of the ground station in the schools, and at the university, and also at the Academy of Air Force. Now we are in the second phase. We are doing the experiments with the CubeSats and the ground stations. We started with all the crew, but the Academy Air Force is doing, ¿está avanzando más?
Is advancing?
Yes, it's advancing more than other groups because they have maybe the support and the facilities. And we did the first experiment, the line of sight. The students put their ground station in one point and continue walking 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters until 100 meters or more. It is coupled in a RPA. We did this experiment with the universities, and the CubeSats go up and up 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters until 1 kilometer or 1.5 kilometers. The third experiment, the Air Force wanted to the satellite, the CubeSat, go on board in an aircraft, a small aircraft. So we put the CubeSat on board the aircraft and go to fly and see and analyze how it works in the air. Of the day that we did the experiment. And also, the officers wanted, okay, if you fly in a Cessna, we want the CubeSat in the fighter aircraft. I said, oh, why not? We put our CubeSat in a fighter aircraft. There is our CubeSat. It never happened, and we had not planned it, but it was an idea of an officer, the director of the Academy Air Force, and we did it. And we are glad that they encourage and support the project, because we want all students from the all crews have that experience, not only the Academy Air Force. So they they say that all the crew can do that kind of experiment with the Air Force. So that's good. The experiment that we are planning to carry out at the end of November is in the launch in the high altitude balloon. We already have the balloon thanks to the One Voice for Change for the balloons, and we are working on that. Parachuting and recovering procedures. And the third phase we wanted later, of course, to launch and orbit a CubeSat, operational CubeSat. So other activities we did the Academy Space Day in Peru, the first time that we did with the university. It was a very nice moment because all universities together talking about the same topic, about CubeSat and space. We have the support of the authorities as well. We are doing scientific publications and participation in international events. And now I'm going to give the word to the teacher and the student because they are a success story.
Buenas tardes con todos los presentes en esta
all present
conferencia.
at this conference? All right, sorry. Yes.
En esta oportunidad
In this opportunity,
voy a dar a conocer cómo se va llevando a cabo el proyecto CubeSat en Perú.
I will let you guys know how the CubeSats in Peru project is going.
Soy la profesora Elba Rivera
She is Professor Elva Riviera
de la región Junín y Perú.
from the Juni region in Peru.
Dirijo un grupo de estudiantes, de 6 estudiantes y mi persona, de la institución educativa Heroínas Toledo.
She leads a team of 6 students at
School of Heroínas Toledo.
La región Junín se ubica a 3.280 metros sobre el nivel del mar.
The Juni region is at 3,200 meters above sea level.
Como podemos observar, tiene un relieve variado.
As you can see, it has a very varied terrain.
Presenta una cadena de montañas, llanuras, quebradas, valles.
There's a large amount of mountains and valleys and fields as well.
Es una región que enfrenta múltiples problemas ocasionados por la naturaleza.
It's a region that experiences many problems caused by nature.
Nosotros, los del proyecto, asumimos esto como un desafío.
We at the project take this as a challenge.
Uno de ellos es los ocasionados por el viento sobre los sembríos.
One of these are the occasional fog caused by the wind over the mountains.
En esta situación estamos desarrollando las competencias de ciencia y tecnología, ¿no? Indagando sobre qué es el viento, por qué se produce el viento.
Because of this, we have created many technology and engineering competitions on what the wind is and why it's produced.
Para mayores detalles, voy a ceder la palabra a la estudiante de la tripulación Heroínas Toledo, quien dará mayor alcance.
For further explanation, I will now have my student who will give you a better explanation. Good afternoon to all of you.
Nosotros en esta indagación iniciamos con la pregunta de qué manera influye la altura en la velocidad del viento.
We come with the question of how the wind behavior has to do with the altitude.
La hipótesis es que a mayor altura, mayor es la velocidad del viento.
Our hypothesis is that at higher altitudes, the wind is much faster.
Para poder comprobar la hipótesis, utilizamos el CubeSat.
To explain this hypothesis, we decided to use a CubeSat,
Que fue movido en nuestra institución educativa desde el primer a cuarto piso de uno de nuestros pabellones.
We went from the first to fourth floor of one of our pavilions to test this theory.
Y todos aquellos datos lo registramos en una tabla de doble entrada.
And all of our data we registered in a table here.
Como se puede observar, un ejemplo tenemos que a 0 metros en una posición normal la velocidad del viento es de 0,0.1 sobre metros por segundo.
Here you can see the graph that at 0 meters, the wind velocity is 0.01 meters per second.
En el gráfico lineal que tenemos ahí nos muestra que es de manera ascendente y que sí hay mayor variabilidad.
You can see on the graph that there is a lot of variability and that it is the wind speed is rising with the altitude.
Todo lo que aquí estamos presentando fue utilizado con un sensor de captamiento del CubeSat hacia una laptop.
All of these were made with a CubeSat movement sensor connected with a laptop.
Para terminar, nosotros como tripulación le damos esta solución a nuestra región para poder ayudar a los agricultores.
This data was used by the agriculturalists in our region to help them grow better.
Y en conclusión, nosotros queremos decirles a ustedes que muchas gracias por la oportunidad de presentarles la utilización del CubeSat en esta conferencia.
So in conclusion, we'd like to thank you for allowing us the opportunity to discuss this use of the CubeSat at this conference.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.